Behold the power of the Lord! For my eyes this temple falls! Let it all come down!
It's falling! Run for your lives! The columns are breaking! Get out!
Imagine being born with power strong enough to tear apart a lion. But one bad decision destroys everything. In a time when Israel was broken and ruled by enemies, a child was promised, set apart before he was even born. His name was Samson, and his life would become one of the greatest rises and one of the hardest falls. Once again, the people of Israel turned away from God and did what was wrong. Because of that, God allowed the Philistines to rule over them for 40 years. In a town called Zorah, there was a man named Manoah. His wife had never been able to have children. One day, something unbelievable happened. An angel of the Lord appeared to her and said,
You've never been able to have a child, but you're going to become pregnant and give birth to a son. You must not drink wine or anything like it, and don't eat anything unclean. This child will be set apart for God and birth. The hair mustn't.
When the child was born, no razor was used on his head, because the boy is to be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from the womb. He will take the lead in delivering Israel from the hands of the Philistines. The Nazirite vow was not just a religious tradition, it was a covenant, a binding agreement between a person and the living God. No wine, no contact with the dead, and no cutting of the hair. The hair was not the source of Samson's strength. Let's be clear about that. God was the source.
The stories of Samson's strength read like something out of a legend, but they are scripture. On his way to Timnah, a young lion charged at him from the vineyards. The Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he tore that lion apart with his bare hands. Like tearing a young goat, no weapon, no warning. Later, the Philistines captured him and bound him with new ropes. The moment they brought him out to face the crowd, the Spirit of the Lord came upon him again. The ropes fell from his wrists like burned thread. He picked up the jawbone of a donkey lying on the ground and struck down 1,000 men. One man, one jawbone, 1,000 soldiers.
They couldn't break him from the outside, so they sent someone to break him from within. Her name was Delilah, and she lived in the valley of Sorek. The rulers of the Philistines came to her, 5 of them, and made her an offer. See if you can lure him into showing you the secret of his great strength and how we can overpower him so we may tie him up and subdue him. Each one of us will give you 1,100 shekels of silver. 5,500 shekels of silver. Total. This was not a betrayal born from love turning cold. This was a calculated military operation. Delilah was hired, she had a target, and she went to work. 3 times she asked Samson the secret of his strength. 3 times he gave her a false answer, and 3 times she called for the Philistines. And 3 times Samson broke free without effort. Any reasonable man would have walked away. But the Bible tells us something devastating. With such nagging, she prodded him day after day until he was sick to death of it. Samson was not undone by Delilah's beauty alone. He was undone by persistence, by emotional exhaustion, by the slow erosion that happens when someone who claims to love you uses your weakness against you until you give in just to have peace. And then came the moment he should never have reached. He told her everything.